Anime cons. Notorious for a lot of funny or cringy stuff that is depicted on the internet, but from my experience from the handful of cons I've been to, I've got to say, I've only had good experiences at cons. I've never had a bad experience. I'm not gonna lie, not to sound rude, but some people just can't afford deodorant. But like, of course, it's really hot in there and people are bound to, smell. It just happens. It's out of our control, but just please bring deodorant. If y'all can afford $100 tickets, you can afford deodorant. That's like one of the like stereotypes that's actually true about cons, and I actually can vouch for that. It is true. Yes, people do tend to smell, and I'm not trying to sound rude. I'm just, saying that it happens. Anime fans, well, there's a lot of things to say about anime fans, whether it's positive or negative, but anime cons are usually more just, Japanese pop culture, and I don't really watch anime anymore. I did have a huge anime phase when I was in my teenage years of high school. The last current anime I saw was Shikanako, like from start to finish. Like I have seen some animes, but I never finished it. The one I can think of is Danadan. I couldn't finish Danadan cause it's just freaking weird, and I did not like some of the content that was on there, so that's why I had to drop it. If I had to describe an anime con, it's just one big Fortnite lobby. It's very hectic and so much is going on, and that's what makes it so special. Of course, people are going to be driven off from the negativity they see online. I haven't seen any of that personally, but unfortunately it does happen. I know some people deal with harassment, which is not right. I hope you be careful when you go to these cons because that does happen, unfortunately. Especially for women, stay safe. If you're a woman attending a con, please go into groups because people are just sick in the head. Unfortunately, I have dealt with racism there. That individual was mimicking how Mexicans pronounce certain stuff. I didn't know I was being made fun of until I went on the internet and saw a meme about it. I was very confused, but I just went on with my day and I just didn't think about it ever since. I'm not gonna call that person out because that's just not who I am. But yeah, that did take a dark turn, but I mean, it happens, and I wanted to address it. I have experienced some funny moments in anime cons. Cross dressing is very, very huge, of course. Cross dressing is basically when a male dresses up as a female character, and it makes for the most funniest moments in the bathroom. Cause imagine you're just going to the restroom as a male and you go to a urinal and you just see Shikanako pull up to you in the damn urinal next to you. You're just gonna be like, what the hell? You're gonna be so confused. It's just so funny. It has happened a couple of times with me. Like I just went to the restroom and I just see a whole guy dressed up as like a female character. Just like, oh, what the hell? But like, I got nothing against people who cross dress, and I just have the most respect for them. It's just so cool, and do not ever change. Sometimes these anime cons can be all over the place because you see people who put so much dedicated time to making their cosplay, and like you can tell that their craft is really good. And then you just see some random ass person with a cosplay from Amazon, and they just garnered so much attention, and they take all the attention from the person that spent so much times and hours making that cosplay just to get no attention. I'm not gonna lie, I am very guilty of that because I do get my cosplays from Amazon. I just choose to go on Amazon to get my stuff there, or I just buy it off of secondhand places because I'm not talented. I do not know how to do embroidery and all that stuff. So yeah, that's why I don't make my cosplays. And honestly, it is really time consuming, and you do need a lot of money to do that. Another big thing about anime cons are concerts. The concerts are so much fun. I remember I went to a concert back to back, and let me tell you, that was the biggest mistake of my life. I was super, super tired and exhausted because I didn't, leave to go to the restroom. I was just like standing there, like not even moving. And mind you, I was near the stage, so it's very cramped there because a lot of people are there because they want to see their favorite artist. But one thing I do truly appreciate about these concerts is that they give, upcoming artists a stage to shine and be noticed. I remember seeing Ano for the first time there at a anime con. I did not know who she was. I did not know any knowledge of her. I know she was in the ending theme of Chainsaw Man, one of the ending themes, because the anime did have multiple ending themes. But after, I went to her concert, I fell in love with her music, and I just started seeing her everywhere because she's also like in TV programs. I know sometimes artists do panels. Panels are another big thing. I'm gonna get into that topic later in this video, but some of these artists be doing panels, and I remember once me and my friends went to a panel for Ash the Hero. It was another artist. It was like a rock band group that came to a con that I was at, and they were performing, and they had a panel, so we went there. And I just remember that I decided to talk without permission because one of the members loved pro wrestling, and I also love pro wrestling, so I just started yapping about pro wrestling. Because I love Japanese wrestling. I don't watch it as much, but I was basically like explaining what the difference between American wrestling and Japanese wrestling, and they were just so kind because they actually let me like explain the differences, and I'm very grateful for that. And at least I learned my lesson. Just don't speak without permission. They didn't say anything bad to me. They were actually like really welcoming and opening, but just don't do that. That was my mistake. I got too excited. Vendor Haws. Godly, inflation's through the roof there, because why is everything so expensive in there? Why is a crane game figure from Japan $50 when they charge $10 in the secondhand market in Japan? I understand most people can't afford tickets to Japan, so that's their only way to buy this stuff. And honestly, I understand because in Macari and other websites like Bai, they do charge a hefty fee to get stuff from Japan, and basically you're just buying it for the same price that you do from the vendors. The main attraction in the vendor hall is the art, because people are just wonderful artists. So just support your local artists at the vendor halls. My best buy ever from the vendor hall was a Luca plush, the Vocaloid. I bought a plush of her, and it was pretty expensive, but it was probably the best investment of my life. Panels. They have something for everyone. It could be from karaoke to people arguing about who's the best waifu. They could be so much fun. Sometimes the organizers could be like Twitter because they be spreading misinformation. But hey, we all make mistakes, and it does take a long time to do research. But make sure if you're gonna do like informative stuff, make sure that the information's accurate. I only been to a little panel, so I can't say much about them. Hololive was once present at this con that I attended, and boy, Hololive fans are just something else. They are some of the most kindest and funniest people out there. I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of cringe a couple of times in those panels. They do be saying some out-of-pocket stuff to the VTubers. Why are you rizzing up the VTubers? Like they're virtual. They're not like they're played by somebody, but like, why are you rizzing up a virtual person? You know what I'm trying to say? Food vendors. Food is of course very important for us human beings, and I'm not gonna lie. These people be tripping. They be charging like $15 for school lunch food. I know at times Papa John's be at the cons that I attend, and they be charging $15 for like not even 15, like $10 for like the personal pizzas, and they charge like $10 for like the original pizzas that you buy at the actual place. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna just call the whole country of Italy on these fools, man. I usually go outside the venue to go get food because these foods are pretty small portions, and I'm a fat boy, so I need my big portions. I'm your average American. I may seem like Eugene Krabs right now, but with the state of the world and the economy, that's why I'm like talking about these prices. If the economy wasn't so messed up right now, I wouldn't even be saying anything. But yeah, I just want to let you know that these cons are pretty pricey if you want to buy, stuff. But yeah, just save up money if you want to buy these stuff. I'm not gonna stop you. That's where I got some of my figures from cons, but now I just, should have just go to Japan and get it there. Speaking about leaving the venues, imagine you're still in cosplay and then you just go to like outside the venues and then you forget that you're in the real world. Like, it literally be straight up those customizable characters that make it into the cutscene in a video game, not even joking. Like, just imagine that I'm just gonna just say a random city. Imagine you're in Atlanta and you're just a normal civilian there. You're just walking downtown Atlanta to the CNN Center, and then you just see a whole person cosplayed as, I don't know, I'm gonna just say Aqua from Konosuba there, just right there walking. You're just gonna be like, what the hell is going on? I know in New York that's probably just normal because New York is always on some shenanigans. Speaking of New York, one of the biggest cons in the country is Anime NYC, and damn, they get some of the most coolest stuff there because they get like stuff straight up from like Japan. Like all the big Japanese companies go there. I know another one is Anime Expo, the one in Los Angeles. It's another big con in the States. I think that may, I don't know which one's bigger. I think it may be LA or New York. It's either one of them. They're both big. Just know that. I'm going to be real with you. I do not ever plan on going to Anime Expo because from the videos I've seen, it looks like a whole zombie mob from Left 4 Dead if you played that game before. It's just so crowded and I'm not trying to deal with that because I don't not like crowded places. And I just do not like Cali. I hate Cali. It's probably the worst state in America, in my opinion, the United States. I just do not like California. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. I'm sorry from people from California. I just don't like California. I know Anime Expo charges you for concerts and arcades. I was wrong about the arcades. They're completely free. I didn't do research. It's because I heard someone tell me that they charge for the arcades, but I was completely wrong. I deeply apologize. From the Anime Expos I've been to in my state, they don't charge you for any of that. Like it's all in the bundle that the ticket you buy. And that sucks that you have to pay extra for that. I know that the only time they've done that was Hololive came once to the last con I went to. They had like a Hololive concert, but they did charge typical greedy corporation. But what can you do? You know, it's corporate America. Everybody just here to make a buck. And yeah, that's my experience with anime cons. I want to know some of y'all experiences in anime cons. Please let me know in the comments. I would love to have discussions about people's horror stories or, you know, some of the most funniest stories ever that you've experienced in anime cons. They're not as bad as people say they are. Of course, everybody's experience is different. So yeah, I can't speak for everybody. I'm just speaking for myself. But yeah, if you ever go to one, have tons of fun and just stay safe and stay hydrated. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. Please support me by subscribing and liking this video. And yeah, I'll continue to do more videos. And thank you guys. This was really fun to make. Bye.